Good evening. So if you've watched one of the videos, you think that all I did was bitch about the shortcomings of Hasbro and Mattel and action figures in general. But every so often somebody produces something that's just great. And this is a JADA Toys Universal Monsters line, Frankenstein. I have Dracula and Creature from the Black Lagoon on the way. Maybe here by Friday. And I am just thrilled. The execution is just great. He stands just a little fraction taller than this Captain America, and that's perfect. I do believe they made this Captain America a little too tall anyway, and I've got him crouching, but I'm not going to stand him up straight right this very moment. There are other videos by other people that you'll see that in. Maybe the Red Skull's using him for his nefarious purposes to uh, to attack the invaders or something in World War II. Great scenarios. I love this kind of stuff. Put them in plastic on a shelf, right? But I just want to follow up on a thought by some other reviewers, um, specifically the Foosh, because he mentions that this is kind of a generic sculpt, and then he backtracks a little, and he's right to do that, but he's right on both counts. It is a little generic in that this could pass for any of the other actors who classically portrayed Frankenstein. It's understandable. However, it's got just enough Karloff in him to look like Karloff. And of course, there's the telltale platform shoes that I'm not sure every actor had to wear. Like, I'm not clear Lon Chaney Jr. had to wear these. He may have been tall enough to get away with it next to his other actors. Um, but it just really is a nice sculpt. Even the criticism maybe that it's too smiley and not snarly enough. In the film itself, he comes across as kind of smiley, Karloff. Um, so every criticism could be met with a counter, and I'm the king of criticism, and even I like this thing. So the price point is perfect. We're not going to see action figures for less than $20 now. That's never going to happen again, I believe. Um, but it comes with two chains with actual chains attached to handcuffs, and another head, and another pair of hands. And this is the one that's not displayed in the package. Um, I'm just delighted. Now, the way this thing is engineered is just brilliant. It's This is him flat on his feet. Now look where his feet are. Look where his legs are. I've got one out, and the foot bent out, and one in, and the ankle kind of crunched. And that's really as far as it goes too. But it just allows for a really dynamic pose and still stand. And yeah, he's helped by the big platform shoes and feet and the big clunky legs. So yeah, he's got that going for him. And you know, Marvel Legends have these little skinny feet half the time. So yeah, so maybe that's not really fair. But the fact is that this is very well made. And somebody who clearly loves action figures put their knowledge into it. And I'm just really pleased. And he pops right. It's collector friendly is not the word. He just pops right out of the package. Spare items pop right back in the package. Um, the the packaging itself is kind of a heavy duty cardstock. It's thicker than the Marvel Legends packaging, and so it'll stand up to a little more. Unfortunately, some idiot bent a corner on one of my card box flaps, and that's not going to go away as quite as easily, unfortunately. Um, but other than that, I bought two. One to keep in, one to take out. And I buy two, of course, just to, because as you know, as I've mentioned, I've had things break before, and it's heartbreaking when you have to pay quadruple the retail price to replace them, if that's possible. So I'm not going to have them. I bought two. And I'm just so thrilled. I really am. Can't wait to get Dracula. I may even be breaking my Mezco Doctor Strange out of the box again, which I haven't done in a while, just to have him face off with Dracula. We'll have to see. Anyway, so happiness tonight here in Bayshore, and get yours now. In fact, in case you didn't know this, JADA Toys has a website which I will link at some point in the future. I don't have it right this minute, for exclusives. The current exclusive is a black and white Frankenstein with a operating table accessory. It's the whole table, it straps and everything. It looks like it pivots and everything. It's fantastic. Now they're held up by 2 or 3 weeks now. They tell us it was supposed to ship today, but hasn't. It's $50 with shipping to the United States, 40 plus 10. And considering what these things are going for lately and what they could have charged, I think that's reasonable. I just hope that they don't raise the price because they can. It's a fair amount of plastic for the box it's in. This limited edition. It's limited to 1 per customer, so if you need 2 like me, you may have to get your relatives involved. But overall, I like this plan. They seem to going to the 1/12 scale action figures, knowing what they're doing, and having learned some lessons, and with a lot of love for the subject matter. I'm hoping they can get their hands on some of the licenses and do right by those licenses. We watched Mattel squander its DC Universe license, and it was just painful to watch. It's nice to see somebody appreciate what they have, what they're paying for, and make the most out of it. So that's all for tonight. More soon.